Hi, I want to talk to you about a video game. A video game that I appreciate, that I love, that has been in my heart ever since I first bought it at Blockbuster back in 2007. That's how old I am. And a video game that I appreciate so dearly that it is still to this day one of my top 5 favorite RPGs that I have ever played in my entire life. I am talking about, of course, the fantasy RPG set in the Suikoden universe known as Suikoden 4. Suikoden 4 has been a part of my entire life for well over the past 20 years. I have played it ever since it was on PlayStation. I have played it ever since it came out. I have played it ever since I found it at Blockbuster, GameStop, Vintage Stock, what have you. I have been playing this game forever, and I want to talk about it because no one in the Suikoden fandom has anything good to say about it. They act like they want to bash its brains in with a brick. So I, as a certified pro gamer, am going to talk about this game for some god-awful reason because it's the 20th anniversary of this game's release. So without further ado, here we go. So first, as always, a breakdown. The game Suikoden 4 came out in Japan on August 19th of 2004, came out in North America of July 11th of 2005, and Europe in February 25th, 2005. This game basically centers around the protagonist, a singular protagonist, that being Razro, or Laszlo, Razafran. Doesn't freaking matter what his name is, he is the white-haired boy with the bandana and the 2 freaking swords because he's awesome. Razafran over here is a knight of Gaian along with his friend Snow and their 4 friends Tal, Jewel, Kenneth, and Paula, who are all also knights of Gaian. 2 of them can be recruited now and the other 2 will be recruited later. Doesn't matter who you choose, they're all very handy and they're all very good in their own right. Either way, after a handful of missions, you and Snow are personally requested to go take a ship and escort it all the way to a northern island called Ilia, in which you are then attacked by the captain pirate Brando, who is holding a rune of punishment in his left hand, and who basically disintegrates literally everybody around him. Now, there are only 2 people on this ship that are not disintegrated instantly, being you, for some unknown reason, and being Snow, who decides to take an entire whole-ass lifeboat, and he flees as soon as the battle even starts. And after an extremely vigorous game of rock, paper, scissors, Brando is defeated, he is disintegrated by the Rune of Punishment, and the Rune of Punishment goes not to you, but actually to the captain of the Gaian Knights themselves. Commander Glenn ends up getting the Rune of Punishment. The Rune of Punishment then starts stealing away his life force. He then becomes weakened, practically bedridden, and then whenever a pirate armada starts to attack Razaril, he uses the Rune of Punishment, destroys the entire fleet, but then dissipates into a pile of smoke in front of Snow and Razifraz, in which Razifraz is then blamed, because Snow. And Snow is kind of being a dick, because he's jealous that Razro is getting all this attention, and the commander of the actual Gaian Knights thinks that he's not fit for command because he's a coward, he's weak, he doesn't care about actually being in a position to where he has to fight and defend people, he just wants to be a prick. So, naturally, Snow, being the prick that he is, immediately blames Razafraz for the entire incident, and Razafraz is exiled, along with your 2 companions that you originally chose to go with you throughout the entirety of the game, who you originally picked for your first handful of missions, and they will go with you on this journey to ensure that you will clear your name and to make sure that you survive this whole ordeal. You end up getting picked up by a ship. Turned out they were part of the Kuluk Empire. You immediately flee, get stranded on an island. You can end the game there, but we're not going to do that. We fight a giant crab. We fix up the ship. We then get picked up by another ship that belongs to the Obel Nation, and they end up taking you in with open arms, and they help you discover what's up with the Rune of Punishment that's on your left hand, and then after they do that, they then associate with you, ally themselves with you, and then they find out that the entirety of the Kuluk Empire is using this giant-ass ray called the Ultra Supreme Xbox PlayStation Network Rune Cannon Deluxe 360 Supreme, and they're using it to blow up entire island nations, so that's a great freaking time. After which the Kuluk Empire goes on the offensive, they start taking over more islands, but then everybody else starts gathering their forces up and creates the allied island nations, consisting of the Knights of Razaril, the Knights of Obel, pirates, all of the other islands surrounding the entirety of the area, and everybody goes to war against the Kuluk Nation, and it is awesome. And also, just to keep you on your toes, there are 108 Stars of Destiny in this game, and each of the 108 Stars of Destiny can be used as either a party member or a support character that will help you through your quest and will be a part of your party. Collecting all these individuals from different places with different skills, different abilities, different know-how, and etc., getting to the point where you have to go all the way up to the Kuluk Nation and fight them personally 1v1, getting to the point where you destroy the rune cannon, fight against Troy in a 1v1 matchup, and then use the Rune of Punishment to finally bring peace to the land, sacrificing yourself, and then ultimately being brought back to life because you collected all 108 Stars of Destiny like a smart person, and the game carries on with Razaro being resurrected. Now let's get into the meat of this double-decker sandwich known as a game, and let's talk about the Dauntless. The Dauntless is your mobile base, it is your command center, it is your bread and butter, it is the thing that will keep you alive and keep all of your party members housed, all 108 of them for some ungodly reason, and it is a glorious thing. Now, the only thing more incredible than the fact that this ship could actually hold 108 people at a time is simply the fact of the amount of stuff that you can do while on this ship. You can toss dice, flip coins, you can play down to 151, you can fish, you can play heads or tails, lottery, mice catching, mint and mushroom cultivation, net fishing, read upon tops, treasure hunting, you could upgrade your materials, you can play the lottery, you can do literally anything on this ship, and it doesn't matter. Along with that, there's the confession area where multiple of your party members can choose to confess to anything that they want to, and you get to decide whether they're guilty or innocent, or you could always just go to the bathhouse and hang out and have funny interactions with all your party members because it's really funny to watch all of these people do whatever they want in this bathhouse and interact with each other. It's really fun. Along with that, there is obviously the extremely simple battle mechanic of 4 characters being able to fight all these creatures. The runes that you have and that you obtain throughout the entirety of this game give you different abilities, give you different weapons and different powers that you can use throughout the entirety of the game. Multiple individuals throughout the entirety of this game can be featured with different characters to perform personal and very powerful attacks, depending on who you connect with who, and it's very insane watching all these characters collaborate with each other to dish out all these powerful attacks. And on top of everything, there is rock, paper, scissors, which is basically attack, special, and guard, where it's basically special beats attack, attack beats guard, guard beats special, the works. And with all that out of the way, I want to get to the real, actual, juicy meat of this subject, and it's the characters. There are 108 characters that you can recruit throughout the entirety of this land. Every single one of them with their own special characteristics, their own fighting style, their own defensive measures, their own attacking measures, their own weapons. Literally everything about these characters is very rare in their own special way, and everybody has their own dynamic. Everybody can fight alongside each other. Some people can even mix and match attacks with each other to create special moves that only they can know. They have different measures for different opportunity attacks, different spell slots to where they can have different runes to do different attacks, and everybody is special in their own significant way. There are literally over 1,000 different combinations worth of characters that you can combine, mix and match to make your own specialized team that you want to make, and it's awesome. And trust me when I say this, no character is weak. That is the one thing that you need to remember. No character is weak. Every character is unique. Every character is strong, and every single character has their own value, no matter what you think. And with that being said, I think I am going to call it a night right here. Thank you all for watching this video. If you did watch this video, thank you for being here. If you didn't watch this video, I hope you get to it at another time. Please hit that notification bell, that subscribe button, that comment button down below to tell me what you think of Suikoden 4, and if you think that it deserves all the hate that it's gotten over the course of the past 20 years. Until then, I will see you later, and have a good day.